This video explains how to use the Navigate function in the Tactics iOS app for iPad to set and edit a course based on existing marks and waypoints, and how to use the manual wind and surface current inputs to test different what-if scenarios. The Navigate views combined 8 numerical fields and an interactive chart viewer. The metrics shown on the left can be customized via a long press like any other numerical metric. The chart viewer can fetch nautical charts from your Tactics.io account for the regions that have charts publicly available, either from a governmental oceanographic agency or from the Open Sea Maps project. In your Tactics.io account, go to the Charts page to select the right set for your area by selecting the corresponding checkmark in the Used column. Once you have all applicable chart sets selected, sync your device in the Setup tab to update the chart information in the iOS app. Alternatively, you can install your own BSB and GeoTIFF raster charts as described on the Charts page. In the chart viewer, use the Set button to access the list of pre-configured courses. Select your regatta and course. In this example, we show the Santa Barbara to King Harbor race with one mark in the Anacapa Channel. To customize the course for the expected weather conditions, use the Edit button. Select the index under which you want to store the course. The editor can maintain 4 different courses for comparison purposes. The time under each course button is the expected total sail time for that course. A green button shows the currently active index, a blue button an index containing a course, and a gray button an unused index. In this example, we plan to stay further south from Anacapa Island due to its significant wind shadow in the northwesterly breeze. Tapping in the chart below the island lets you create an additional waypoint. Manually added marks are appended to the mark list on the left, and can be positioned into the correct order using the drag handles next to them. Now that we have the desired separation from the island, let's also adjust the approach into the Santa Monica Bay. We expect to arrive there in the late evening, and the breeze typically holds up the longest under the Malibu mountain range. Thus, we plan to stay north along the shore and turn south only when we get closer to the finish. In addition to creating waypoints, you can also add existing marks by tapping on their icons. If the sailing instructions call for offset marks with a relative bearing and distance, you can long press the mark the offset is based on. This includes having a relative weather offset mark at the start, in which case the offset mark's position is recalculated whenever you update the start boat position. With the more detailed route set up, let's look at the resulting leg information. By switching the course labels, we can see the expected true wind angle, heading, distance, and expected sail time for each leg. Sail time and wind angle include the correction for any surface current. In the heading and distance labels, the first number indicates the metric over ground, and the second the current adjusted value. Once the course adjustments are complete, use the Set button to save and activate the new course. If you just want to save the course, but leave any active course untouched, use the Save button instead. As we expect the wind direction and strength to change over the course of the race, we'll use the manual wind and current input to see how different what-if scenarios play out for the new course. Use the Input Mode button to switch between life instrument data, manual wind setting, and manual surface current. Now we adjust the wind speed to the expected lighter evening breeze and the direction to the northerly flow we expect off the coastal mountain range. The direction input is using a 2-finger rotation gesture on the compass rose. The adjusted wind conditions give us a good idea of the expected wind angles and sail durations for the last part of the race. With an expected wind angle of 80 degrees, the code 0 will definitively be ready for use as we get to the last leg. The surface current is set to the southern flow along the coast, and is not expected to change much over the course of the race. With wind and current switched back to life instruments, we are ready to go racing.